Hello everyone, back again, NBZ here with another topic of discussion for you regarding some video game things. So, recently, you'll all probably very well know, as a lot of you, I know, are Fire Emblem fans, that there was an announcement made regarding the new Fire Emblem game, known as Fire Emblem If in Japan, currently unannounced with a title in the West, but is coming hopefully next year, very soon in Japan. It's only a couple of months till that gets here, so if you speak Japanese and you own a Japanese 3DS, well, you're in luck, friends, because you'll be able to play it way before anyone else. But the news specifically was about a change to the difficulty setting of the new game. And basically what the developers said is they've added a new mode called Phoenix Mode. And this mode essentially allows you, if you lose a character on the battlefield, for them to be revived on the battlefield the next turn immediately after they die. So with the internet being the internet, a lot of people got very angry about this, saying, "Oh, you fucking casuals, taking away my Fire Emblem hardcore experience, what are you doing? All these casual people playing Fire Emblem not the way it was intended to be played in the first place." And, man, that disappoints me. That really frustrates me, and it just shows a whole lack of ignorance for, widening the scope of video games and helping them get out to people who may be intimidated by Fire Emblem and may not want to play it because of those limitations. Now, of course, they added the casual mode in the last game, and that helped a lot more people get into the series, but maybe they wanted to go a step further and make it more accessible to younger gamers, or to people who just have zero interest in the franchise until something like this was implemented to make it, a much kind of more fun, easy ride for them to get into. I think this discourse about difficulty in video games kind of widens out to everything, really. There are a lot of people out there who think that having a game being played on the highest difficulty is the only way to play it, the correct and right and proper way to do it. And if you don't play on the hardest difficulty, then somehow you're not getting the right experience. And quite frankly, those guys are elitists, and I feel that the stuff that they spout is bullshit. Because video games are really whatever you make of them. They are whatever you want them to be, and if you want to play on an easier difficulty just because you want a nicer, smoother experience, then go ahead. I'm not going to judge you for that, and no one else should, because frankly, it's kind of ridiculous. As an example, I decided to play Persona 4 Golden, but I didn't want to play it on a difficulty that would make it so I would have to constantly grind and, spend most of my time in the dungeons and not as much time doing the social aspects and the character interactions, which I knew the series was beloved for, and that was kind of like the thing that drew me to it. So I decided to play it on easy. Does that mean I'm a casual? Does that mean that, I'm not getting the real Persona experience? Not for me, it doesn't. And as a result, I was able to finish that game in a much shorter period of time. I was able to get out of it what I wanted to get out of it, do way more character interactions than just sitting in dungeons, and enjoyed it way more as a result. So now I'm kind of interested in what you guys think about difficulty in video games. Are you the sort of person who always goes for the hardest difficulty on everything? Do you shun people because they play on, easier difficulties? And if so, why do you do that? Because I'm not sure where this mentality comes from. It surprises me and shocks me and makes me feel like, hey, maybe people who play video games haven't really moved on from kind of this whole elitism of being like the best of the very best and all this stuff. So let me know your thoughts on difficulty in video games. Let me know what you think about the changes to Fire Emblem. Also, they changed in Fire Emblem the weapon durability thing. So you know how you used to have a certain number of uses for a weapon? That's all gone now, which is interesting. A lot of people are complaining about that. So if you have opinions on that matter too, let me know in the comments. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!